symmetrical and crooked, and there was kind of like gaps and divots in them. And these ones were like, they were perfectly symmetrical, and they were so much more vibrant, and they were perfectly round. There wasn't any, I mean, it was like a curling photo almost, you know? So the difference was amazing to see. But unfortunately, she did not get pregnant from that IVF procedure, but she just knew from seeing those pictures. She's like, oh my gosh, you know, the impact I've had on my eggs at 42 when they told her, you need donor eggs, you need all this to happen. So that was quite amazing to see, to physically see pictures of that. Any questions about the diet section?
Did she ever end up having a child?
She's currently still trying. So, but we're not, you know, we're not quite sure exactly what's happening, but she feels so much more like it's going to happen now that she's seen the difference, at least with that, you know, with that aspect. Because there's so many, you know, intricate things that end up happening. Like the immune system, a lot of times can start, you know, attacking the body and the embryo, seeing it as a foreign invader. If you've been taking a lot of chemicals in your whole life, the body gets hypersensitive and is like, you're not supposed to be here, you're not supposed to be here, and you know, it just kind of gets out of hand. So there's a lot of different layers to it. We're still trying to figure out what her layers are. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to body therapies for fertility. And I'm going to cover, I'm not sure do you know which day it is? I'm going to actually do a self-fertility massage workshop here.
I don't know which day it is.
Look at your schedule. And so I'll be teaching you physically how to do it. And this is for women because we're working on the uterus and the ovaries. But if you want to come to that workshop, it's great whether or not you're trying to get pregnant. It's great for your uterus. It's great for feminine health. I think every woman should maybe learn this from their mother.
It's on Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
Tuesday at 5. So body therapies for fertility. Yoga is a fantastic therapy for fertility. There's something in the system called the hormonal feedback loop. And basically, it's where the reproductive organs are communicating with the other parts of the endocrine system. And something that has been found with yoga is that when you're doing yoga and there's specific poses that you are able to do, it helps to make that communication loop better. Because for some women, that is where the hormonal imbalance is coming in, is the communication is not happening properly. So yoga helps a lot with that. A lot of the issues that come up with fertility as well are circulation issues. We sit so much. You know, a lot of the Western culture, people sit all day long. And this is not helping this area to have more circulation. So yoga is helping to bring fresh blood to that area, which also brings the antioxidants, the nutrients, all those things we need to build up the healthy cells in the system. So circulation is key. Fertility massage. Massage helps to not only bring circulation, but it takes toxins out. It helps to increase circulation so the uterus is better at cleansing itself. If anybody experiences cramps during their monthly cycle, this generally is a sign that the uterus is not getting all of the contents out, so it works harder and harder, and the uterus is many, many muscles. It's very muscular, and so it just squeezes and squeezes to try to get the excess blood out. If that's occurring, that may be a sign of circulation issues, and this and the cleansing have helped a lot of women with that. And what else about the fertility massage? And it also works with, the techniques we'll learn work with the liver, the intestines, the ovaries, and the uterus as well. And it's all done externally. And the men can do it, there's one for the men as well, but I'm not, I don't know enough about it to teach you guys. Castor Oil Packs. This is a therapy, anyone not heard of Castor Oil Packs? Yeah, this is okay. Castor oil is a healing oil that has been used for hundreds of years. It's a kind of a very old remedy, but it's amazing at helping reduce inflammation, helping to cleanse the body, and helping to facilitate healing. There's castor oil. I was so excited because castor oil plants grow here. And I kept on saying to Jason, I was like, oh, I think that's a castor oil plant. I think that's a castor oil plant. And its oil is very great externally, but generally you would never use the plant because it's considered poisonous except for the oil. And so basically what you do, I was going to bring my stuff, but it just kind of was too much to fly down here with. But you take a piece of cloth. You can take an old t-shirt. You can take anything. Cotton or wool, something natural. And you take cloth, and you basically pour the castor oil on it. And you're going to place it, in the case for this topic, you're going to place it over the reproductive areas, like the uterus and really low here. And you put a hot water bottle on top. and then you lay there for about a half an hour to an hour. And this really helps to break up a lot of, if there's adhesions like blocked fallopian tubes, if there's PCOS, anything. Even if you're healthy, castor oil packs are absolutely amazing at increasing circulation. Some women find when they start using them, they actually kind of get, or everybody who uses in this area, finds they kind of may have diarrhea a little bit to begin with, because it is a very laxative oil. And it's actually good news because it means it's getting absorbed into your system. So, and the castor oil pack, when you use that cloth and you put the oil on, you can use that over and over and over again. You don't want to share that pack with someone else, but you can use that. I just put it in a jar and put it in my fridge so the oil doesn't go rancid. But you can use that cloth over and over again. And to get the oil off, because it's very sticky, you'll have to wash it off of your skin. The next natural body therapy you can use is hypnosis and mind-body techniques. A lot of the things we've talked about are very physical based, very physical situations and imbalances, but the mind has so much to do with a lot of the issues that we have. So there's natural therapies you can use, such as hypnosis. There's a mind-body program called circlebloomcd.com, which is amazing. It takes you through each day of your cycle and tells your body and your mind what is occurring during a natural healthy cycle, and that's helped a lot of women with that. So there's a lot of work to be done in that area. A great book would be Women's Body, Women's Wisdom, to kind of explore that. It's like this thick, but it's really, really great to explore that topic of natural health. I don't kind of delve into it as much because it's really hard. All my clients, I work internationally through the internet, so it's really hard doing any type of mind-body, type of work with them. But we definitely have some resources for that. And then acupuncture. Acupuncture has been shown to do amazing things for fertility, helping to balance the system, helping to, with stagnant conditions. So that's another option if you do have someone near you that does acupuncture. And then the last is EFT. EFT is something that we use in our life. I did it before this talk because I'm generally not into public speaking. I get very nervous. But I was in the bathroom, I'm like tapping, and I feel fine. And it's worked a lot for many things, but we have a lot of women use this because a lot of issues come up during their fertility journey. So that's something to consider if, you have issues with your mom, or just you can use it on anything. Some women end up having a hard time because they don't know how long it's going to take and different things like that. So EFT helps with that mind-body kind of aspect of it. Okay, so that's my general overview of natural fertility, and what I wanted to know is if there was anything specific that you guys wanted me to cover, like a specific condition such as endometriosis, lack of ovulation, blocked tubes, or anything else, and I'd be more than happy to go into depth in those areas. I just didn't want to bombard you with too much information. Any questions?
My sister has endometriosis, so I wouldn't mind hearing some different things that would help with that.
Okay.
You kind of mentioned a few, but
okay.
With the diet.
So generally, kind of a protocol we suggest for something such as endometriosis is going to first take the estrogens out of the diet and out of the life. And that's usually, people have to get over buying organic, they have to get over the price thing, and stop drinking bottled water. The next thing we usually have them do is we have them do a fertility cleanse, which is the liver and the uterine cleanse, and the castor oil packs. We also have them do the self-fertility massage, which you can teach her. I don't know if she'll come visit you, but if not, I have a DVD she can get off my website. But that helps to also bring circulation, and helps to move a lot of that. And another thing is systemic enzymes. Systemic enzymes are amazing for a lot of different issues because it helps to break up and dissolve tissue. So when it comes to endometriosis, when they're focusing on getting estrogen out, but there's still that tissue there, that will help to make the process happen quicker. Endometriosis also can cause scar tissue. It can bind organs together, it can twist the intestines, it can make the uterus go where it's not supposed to go. So the massage helps a lot with trying to get things back in the proper place. The last thing I would suggest that she might look into, of course, beyond diet, is there's a supplement called DIM, which helps with the excess estrogens. But it matters how far along she is. If she's a case 4 or something like that, then she might want to use progesterone cream. But feel free, she can give her my website, and she can see the protocol step by step is up there. But it's like a lifestyle change, basically. It's not like, here you go, here's a pill.
Right.
But she'll feel so much better. And if she has a lot of pain, acknowledge it all. It's been shown to work just as well as the medications that they give women with endometriosis for the pain in the meantime, while these things are taking their time to work. So, yeah. Any other questions or topics?
Did you say it's the tissue from the lining of the womb? It's that same kind of tissue?
It's the endometrial tissue.
How does it get to all the
You know, they don't know. They don't know. They say it's genetic, but I think that's always the default answer when it's like a real big mystery. I'm not sure.
Don't they also say that it's generally in women who have not had a baby yet? Have you heard that before?
I've heard that pregnancy helps with it.
Yeah.
Like getting pregnant helps with it.
Yeah.
Because the progesterone is going to be so high, and
Okay.
the hormonal profile changes so much.
Okay.
But, then it can come back afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, it decides to grow in very, very odd places, and it's not known. They used to think it was because if the blood was not coming out of the uterus every cycle, if there's still old blood, that it started to get pushed up into the system. But they've now kind of saying that's not it, so it's unknown.
Is it common?
It's very common.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know quite a few women who have.
And it's hard to
Crazy.
diagnose because they actually have to do surgery to physically see it, to diagnose it. So a lot of people go on how they feel, like extreme pain. A lot of the pain will be in the lower back or in other odd areas of the body. There'll be some other signs. But in order to get it properly diagnosed by a doctor, they have to actually cut a hole in your stomach and go with the camera and look around to get it properly diagnosed. And then they'll offer to take it out, but then there's scar tissue left from that procedure, and it'll come back. If they don't make those changes, it'll still continue to grow like that. Yeah, that's endometriosis.